heard Jessica Del Mar in a while. She's pretty excellent. Let's see. She came back after a long pause.
To really go inward, because there's a lot of things that I myself have been working through, learning, and everything that I share with you guys, I first have to go through it myself. I have to go through a lot of this transformation myself to fully understand what it's all about, what these energy upgrades are all about, what's being anchored, what's being activated. So some things take longer than others. Some things are years in the making. Some things are months in the making. Some things are weeks in the making or days in the making, depending upon what I myself need to be clearing and healing and transmuting and activating. So there's a lot of different layers to everything. But anyway, I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to share a lot of the things that have been coming through. I've been sharing a lot of stuff over on my Instagram channel, so feel free to connect with me over there. And I will be sharing a lot more things on my YouTube and podcast over the next few weeks, because a lot of information has already come through my writing. So for those of you who do know me, I bring through all of my information through writing first. That's how I connect, and I bring it through in writing. And I'm able to really kind of grab hold of the information a little bit better through writing, and then I share it with you. The information coming through lately has been a lot about understanding the self aspect and the many different layers of the self, and how we can evolve from our ego self into our more true self, in alignment with our higher self. And that whole process that I really want to share with you. But for this recording, I want to share something that's been coming through regarding this month of August. So these August ascension energies have been really strong and supportive lately. And what I've been really noticing over the past few weeks is these energies have been trying to support our ability to move more into empowerment. And in order to do that, though, for a lot of people, it has to show you the avenues that you have built disempowerment. It has to show you the foundations upon where you're creating disempowerment in your life and within your own self-identity, within your own self aspect. So I'm just going to read what came through. Over the past month, the ascension energies have really been brewing to fully support your evolution into empowerment. And again, for many people, this means coming face to face with all of the ways that you have ever given your power away, or are feeding inner victimhood, or are feeling powerless. This is a huge energetic production, because our social constructs are literally built upon the foundations of power. And the pillar of power is what leaves many people feeling victim to their own livelihoods. Our internal sense of powerlessness and victimhood was birthed the minute fear was introduced in our lives. For many of us, far back into our childhood, and sometimes even before, such as before the womb or in the womb. So there is a lot of womb wounds. So again, our internal sense of powerlessness, disempowerment, and victimhood was birthed the minute fear was introduced in our lives. But it has been continuously nurtured and reinforced through every aspect of our lives, including our personal, work, society, government, etc., etc. Powerlessness includes the feelings of not enough, not having enough, not being enough. It includes the feelings of not having a choice when it comes to those in power positions or stronger personalities even. It includes the feelings of people pleasing. It includes the feelings of struggle within your own home, work, or environment, the very places that you should be feeling safe. It includes the feelings of not being safe, secure, stable. Powerlessness includes the feelings of not being free to do what you want to do or be who you want to be. It includes the feelings of hopelessness, as if everything is being taken away from you. It includes the feelings of being drained of your energy by your giving, and not receiving anything back. It includes the feelings of being stripped or feeling stripped, and so much more. There are so many layers to the inner workings of powerlessness, disempowerment, and victimhood. And every single person on the planet holds these programs in one way or another. This is because it is part of the woven intricacies of the 3D lower dimensional blueprint and construct, threads of things in power and threads of things that fall victim to that power. But powerlessness is such an illusion at this point. We know that it no longer serves us, yet the imprint is still strong within many people. So pay close attention to areas of your life, especially your choices and decisions, where you are not honoring your internal desires. Your intuition is getting stronger, but it requires that you honor how you feel and what you want in alignment with your highest good. But if you're consistently putting yourself on the back burner and putting all others before and ahead of you, then you're never going to reveal the layers of the true self that lives in alignment with the higher self. Putting others first is surely an honorable thing, but if it sacrifices what your intuition is telling you or how you're feeling, then you're not serving anything or anyone except your own powerlessness and disempowerment. We often think that our kindness and our ability to give is what strengthens us as human beings, but you must pay close attention to how you are feeling internally. If it is sacrificing your inner well-being and going against your inner voice, then you are only weakening your energy field and depleting yourself while others feed from your energy. Enough is enough. You are a precious commodity to New Earth, a resource that must be guarded with delicacy and care. You are not a free well for all to take advantage of you. So number 1, be intentional with your energy at this time. Number 2, share your energy with those who deserve it and who share back with you. Number 3, trust your intuition. And number 4, really be aware of when you are losing control of your energy. This often occurs when you feel powerless or victim to others or your environment. I felt an intense release last night that activated this sort of disempowerment, empowerment field of recognition within yourself and within your reality. And I was able to see for myself how it showed up for me in every single part of myself, my environment, and my reality, and ways that all of these things in my life were built upon my feelings of inner disempowerment. And essentially, these are imprints that were running in the background, even if in the foreground, I had done a lot of healing. I had done a lot of work, shadow work, etc. The imprints of disempowerment is so strong. It's like etched within a person's blueprint, because that is part of the 3D blueprint that you came in with as a human being at the time that you were born. But anyway, so I was noticing all of these sort of paths that are showing up right now, but have been built or created upon foundations of disempowerment. The reason for being able to see these many paths so clearly at this time is because it showed me that the new earth ascension energies are right now pulling all of these sort of foundations of disempowerment or powerlessness or victimhood, essentially all of your fear-based things in very, very deep seated places. It's pulling it up from the ground for you to really see and notice and be witness to. And so as it started doing that more and more for me, I began to see and witness more and more of myself in all of these ways that disempowerment was still showing up for me. And the more that I saw it, the more that I began to recognize myself less and less and less. And so I had the question of, who am I now that I see so much of me has been built upon these false illusions of disempowerment or powerlessness? I do not recognize her. I do not even recognize my reality at this point when I'm able to see all of these things that were created upon the foundations of disempowerment. All the choices, all the decisions, all the paths that were made, whether it's people pleasing or any other decision, choice, or path that was made based upon disempowerment from a very, very early age. But at the same time, as I started kind of questioning again, again in my life, who am I and what am I creating? I began to see more stripped layers of who I truly am, even beyond all of the things that I didn't really recognize about myself anymore, or my reality. More and more things that I did recognize more as truth started to appear more for me. And mostly what it was calling for me was to recognize areas that are showing up, that are built upon this false illusion of disempowerment, or fear, essentially, in order to get me to see so strongly how to flip the switch and enlighten those very areas into empowerment. So you see, even if you may have foundations that are built upon disempowerment, powerlessness, or victimhood, all of it based on fear, at this time you can easily transmute those foundations into the exact opposite. And this is the empowerment of duality. So, a lot of people talk about duality in a bad way, and how duality is sort of the source of our suffering, essentially. But if we're able to understand alchemy and transmutation, we're able to play the game of duality in a little bit more, in a wiser way, in a way that serves you rather than does not serve you. And that's essentially where your new earth environment begins to take shape. So within duality, every energy holds an opposing energy. And until you see the depths of where those opposing energies have built where you are as a self and your life experience, you will always exist within the pool of opposition. So if you don't see the pool of duality, and how one side of the coin essentially is the same energy as the other side of the coin, one side of the stick is the same as the other side of the stick. If you're existing in between, it's more like shallow ground, and you're not able to fully experience the opposing energies. But that's also why the opposing energies are getting so much stronger right now, because we're meant to go to each side of the stick. We're meant to see each side of the coin, and we can't see the full spectrum of the stick or the coin without visiting each of the sides, if that makes sense. Again, if you're just kind of wavering in between, then you're feeling the opposition a lot more strongly. Even if you do go to one side of the stick, yes, you feel that more strongly as well, but that's how you are able to then understand what the exact opposite is. So for a lot of people at this time, if you're struggling and you're going essentially to the bottom of the ocean, you're going to rock bottom, you're experiencing a lot of really unwanted things. To be honest, what had come up is this a self-proclaimed hell a lot of people are living in. Literally, they are living their own unique hell, if you will. Not to put it lightly, because a lot of people are going through really terrible things. A lot of people are going through a lot of struggle, a lot of challenges, a lot of suffering is happening for a lot of people. And there are a lot of different ways that a person suffers. So there's really no comparison in terms of what types of suffering are coming to the surface. But the point is that if you're able to really fully feel it, then you're able to also transmute it. You're able to alchemize it by knowing the exact opposite. And so it's the freedom that we've been asking for, the empowerment that we've been asking for, it's the expansion that we've been asking for, but we can't know those things without knowing the exact opposite of that, which is the suffering. So if you're going into the deep ends, the deep parts of the water, really keep that in mind, that it doesn't feel good if you're going into the deep ends of the dark part of duality, but it's also giving you a window into the exact opposite, because that is what you've been asking for. And playing in the shallow waters really doesn't do anyone any good at this point, unless you want to stay in that in-between place. So if you feel like you're in the in-between place, it's also an indication that you are more in shallow areas as well. And maybe your experience or your spirit is asking you to deepen, to dive deeper, both within and without. And that will help take you out of that sort of in-between stagnant place. Understanding your deepest and, yes, sometimes scariest parts of you and your experience, whatever you're going through, will give you the greatest insight into who you truly are and what power you truly have at this time. Oneness, love, and peace be with you.
No, it wasn't so great. Dear Jessica, I wish it was better. Blah blah blah, water. I don't know, my loves. It's been hard for me to find real good spiritual channelers who are still operating on these low frequency platforms. Very, very hard. I'm not in the mood for Paulina. Have you seen Paulina's website? I want to write an article about New Foundation. Will you let me? She hasn't changed her website for years. She did a reading for me. I asked her to help me out a little bit and guide. She did a reading for me for like an hour, and it wasn't great, unfortunately. I have to report. There are some insights that she gave me that were interesting, but nothing that is actually deep truth for me, because you have to select also a reader who is on the same vibe with you. You know, I live in the city, I'm a city person, and when I connect with someone who lives in Peru and this kind of thing, I am disconnecting, you know, like completely disconnecting. Like the quietest revolution girl is my type, but I also haven't listened to her in a very long time because I don't resonate much.
Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your mid-August reading. I'll take a couple with you. And let's go.
She didn't show her face here.
In that you couldn't find. That worth you can find in yourself, and it has something to do with this huge monumental change.
Monumental change.
And be conscious that
New
you're
foundation. Also, she has her on the cover. Before, she would dress up real cute for the readings. Let's see how far we can scroll. Back in the days, 9 months ago. No, much more. Much more. Like 2017. I don't think we can go so far, but you see, she's like cosplaying a little bit. She usually lives in Brooklyn. First tarot reader I worked with, she scammed me. Yes, she did. I had the story. I'm not going to share with you more, but it was really unpleasant. views. These, you see, yeah, I remember watching these. I was like, whoa, she's really playing it out for us.
Will say, or will at one point or another fall into the camp of Pisces is too much for me. Well, who cares about that 70%? I don't.
No, me neither.
You know I don't. If they don't like you guys, they're idiots.
Truth.
You know? But if they think you're too intense, it's because they're not intense enough.
Right.
Page of Wands, 4 of Wands, 8 of Cups. The other 30% really dig you. And what we want for you is we want the kind of energy that digs you so much. So not like a girly girl. I can't believe I'm wearing this like dress and everything. I know. It's so funny, right? That other 30% is someone who comes at you real, clear, honest, innocent, and is like, I just really like you. Like, I like that you're like this. That thing that 70% of the world is like you're extra, or like you like are like this inside, that your soul is like this inside. I like that about you. I'm cool with that. I'm sending you messages. I'm reaching out to you. I'm like, let me come see you, fine ass. Where you at?
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Like,
thank you.
I'm talking to someone who'll be like, just bring your finance over here. I don't understand what the problem. And I'm like, exactly. That's how you do it. That's how you say it. So Page of Wands, 4 of Wands. Now let's talk about the 8 of Cups. So the 8 of Cups here for me is everything. Look at it again. It's everything that you're going to have to leave behind in terms of what you may have been thinking for why things have been a bit hard and not working out in terms of love. And I'm talking specifically in terms of love. There are things that you've been thinking that you're like, am I gonna, is it gonna, I thought, but then, and now, but he,
38 minutes, excuse me.
And then she just, leave all those cups, leave it all in those cups. The stuff I just said, leave it all in those cups. We don't need it. We don't need it. It's over. That whole period is over. Jupiter is your co-ruler. Your ruler in the house it loves to be in.
Whoa.
We have no worries. But
I just saw one tarot card that is cut.
You know you can be your own worth. Judgment card comes in. Let's look at the cards. I know this
Six
looks
of
so
Pentacles,
good.
excuse
but we
me.
gotta look at the cards.
Cut in two.
Cards are looking good. I'm so into this reading, I can't. Seriously, I'm so into this reading. Yes. Okay. Things are happening. Things are going to happen. Things are moving. That's just
they're happening.
Boom. The trumpet sounds. What is judgment? Happenings. Hear ye, hear ye.
You got the idea, right? Everything else. I like her sometimes.
Pisces, hi. So
ooh, 20 minutes. She's usually like 10 minutes long.
2022. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so it may not resonate for all of you.
If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out all the info about that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Pisces, what's going on?
I really want to close these pages.
Overall energy for the reading, the Ten of Cups, you're giving me a sense of I'm ready, I'm open, let's do this kind of a thing. You know, it's not that kind of an excitement to it, but there's definitely a good energy. You're coming from a good place and you want to head into a good direction here. Now, let's see what's happening along the way. This is happiness. That's your goal here. Starting off the reading, you get the Ace of Pentacles crossed by the Queen of Cups. Yeah. Brand new beginning, clean slate. Your heart is open, everything's cool, you're focused here, listening to your intuition as much as you can. In the recent past, there's been some walls that were put up in a particular situation. In your strength, the Ace of Wands, ready for something brand new that you get to create yourself. In the immediate future, the Five of Wands, a little bit of conflict. Some people may not agree with this path of yours. Maybe you don't agree. I don't know, at some point. The energy supporting this reading, the Six of Wands, that kind of a sense of, I feel good. I feel like I'm achieving something, you know, kind of a thing.
I like this.
The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the moon, this is your energy right here. This is your energy. There's also a possibility of things hidden deep down within you. In your hopes and fears, the Five of Cups, the past. You fear the past coming into play. And in the potential outcome, there's a change that's coming here. Let's clarify. Let's see what's up. Let me do the Ten of Cups. Four of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you're quite stubborn. I don't know. It feels like you're getting yourself into something brand new in terms of maybe even learning something brand new from scratch. Like, I never even knew I like this, or I'm attracted to something, and then, you know, I'm curious about it. It kind of comes in with that sense. Now, I don't know if you're learning something new or not, but it's definitely giving me that vibe of open and willing to stay open and to learn. As much as you can in this new experience that you want to step in. And you're definitely stubborn about heading towards happiness here with it. You know, let's do the Ace of Pentacles. King of Wands, the Hangman, the King of Swords. It's like taking a step forward, but not taking 2 steps back or anything like that. It's taking a step forward, pausing, gathering up the courage, and then taking 2 steps forward from there. It's kind of like that in the way you're showing me. So it's like you're not backing up. I don't know where the hell you're going and what the hell you're doing. There's a sense of confidence attached to it, like no tomorrow. And I feel like it's starting to show on the surface too, where you walk on the street and you look more confident, you know. You feel more confident. I don't know what this is, but it's a good energy. And I like the whole sense of, because usually I see 1 step forward, 2 steps back kind of a thing. You're not. You're like 1 step forward, pause. All right, let's get going kind of a thing, you know. Queen of Cups, let's see what this is. Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. There's someone by your side. They're not
really
completely by your side. It's like you're walking this path. This is you. You're walking this path like this. They're here by your side. They're having a hard time keeping up, kind of a thing.
Oh, poor you.
Which I don't see as a bad thing for now, you know, as a downfall for now. They're there.
Oh, that's nice.
but they don't have the same energy in this game. They don't carry the same energy. They're way slower. So they could be like, yeah, by your side, but a little bit behind. A little bit behind there. Because what you're doing is pausing
copy for
and
new
then
foundation.
gathering up even more strength and courage and pursuing whatever it is you're pursuing. What they're doing is pausing by a sense of defeat. It's like a default they have. Like, I gotta stop because I gotta look at this whole thing and get scared. They are carrying some fear with them. And that's gonna pull me back, which I don't see them stepping back either, but I see them stopping for a longer period of time than you are. And that slows them down. So they're definitely side by side, a little bit behind. Let's do the High Priestess. Oh, there's a card that I missed right here. Let's put this up here. Okay.
Rain, 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 rain.
For the High Priestess in your focus, you get the Nine of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Moon. You know that there's someone here, so it could be a conscious kind of, let's take this path together.
Let's take this path together.
But you also know where you're at in contrast with them. You know, you're very intuitive at this point. You're very... That in itself sets you a little bit apart, even though it's the same path.
Too intuitive for you?
And it's not... This
is nice.
Even though you recognize that, you're not like, I'm better. You know, you don't carry that energy. It's just kind of like a given. It's like, yeah, I'm where I'm at, they're where they're at. And it's all equal in the way you recognize it. You're not putting them down, you're not putting yourself up. You know, there's definitely that sense of linear kind of a recognition to this and acceptance to this. It's really cool.
Rain, 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 rain. Rain, 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 rain.
In your strength, you get the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. You've endured enough.
Okay.
Enough. A lot. Enough to, but a lot. And there's still some to endure. You know, you're not done in terms of how you've worked to get to this place. How much you've been through to get to this place. You've been stuck in a place of fear for a very long time. It almost feels like you just released yourself from that and now you're running wild. Like, okay, I'm done. Let's go. You know, kind of a thing. Almost like a sense of achievement over that, even though I don't see that energy there. I kind of get it in that way of, man, this is a big milestone for me. You know, like I've been in this energy of this abandonment wound that I'm carrying forever. And
I saw it. Where is it?
Release yourself from it.
Somewhere in the north, huh?
Again, it's still there. It's always going to show up. You know,
Oslo, yeah, I remember.
It's always going to show up.
I remember his whole part.
You work with it enough that whenever it shows up, you're going to work with it again. You know what to do, you know? Really cool.
Very well done.
Let's do the Five of Wands in the immediate future. You're flying here.
I am flying.
In your energy. There's definitely a sense of
no devices needed.
Like, okay, let me see if I can keep up. For the Five of Wands, you get the Page of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Hermit. Yeah, whatever conflict comes your way, you'll know how to handle it. There's definitely a sense of being open, staying open. You know, not being like, okay, you know, there's conflict coming my way. Oh, motherfucker, I can't wait. You know, kind of a thing. None of that. It's like conflict. Okay.
How much
Okay, let me keep my heart open through this. Let's see what happens. You know, there's a sense of healing you're bringing to conflict. When it shows up.
My healing.
There's no more, I'm waiting, around the corner, conflict. I gotcha. You know? You're definitely coming from a different place here. I don't know what the
Yeah, gift me Hilma
good
books.
things, definitely, but it's like a 180, complete, take it off. Pisces, take it off. Towards the sky here. Let's do the Six of Wands in the energy that supports this. The Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, the Ace of Cups. Alright, yeah, I mean, You're creating something stable here for you, something long-term, something that's here to stay. You're a little bit confused about the love part, like how do you integrate that in there? The love attached to possibly another individual here. Because when it comes to stability, you got it going on. Again, you're taking off, you're good. But like, how do I attract that perfect kind of a match to me? How do I bring that in this?
Not
in
how do I
whatever it is that I'm
attract, but
creating?
who is that perfect match?
Because it
That's
feels
the
good and all,
question.
it's like perfect, it's like, but you would like a little bit of that fun,
Early.
loving kind of energy around, you know? So there's a little bit of confusion around that, because it's kind of like, you know, I can do only so much when it comes to me creating things. When it comes to love, maybe a little bit of help from the universe, maybe, you know, because I can't
The universe help me with love. I need
pinpoint
touch.
and be like, you, love, come here.
You love, come
Doesn't
here.
work like that. And you get that. That's why there's a little bit of, you know, I'm creating so much energetically, and I'm like, how do I attract love now? You know, to stay and to share this energy with me. I feel like it's already here, in all honesty.
Where?
For the moon, in the hidden energies, you get the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Cups,
Amazing.
the Chariot.
Language.
Yeah, as you sit there confused, like, where's love, where's love, where's love? Love is hitting you in the face.
Where?
That's why I get a sense that it's kind of here already. The confusion and all of that wondering on your part doesn't allow you to see it, but I kind of get the sense that it's here or it's on the way.
On the way. Love is on the way. All the tarot readings about love is on the way. There's just a karmic cycle that is being closed up.
You would be able to see the signs that, again, it's either here or on the way. Let's do the Five of Cups in your hopes and fears.
Oof.
My God. I don't know if you hear it, there's a whole lot of thundering in the background. For the Five of Cups in your hopes and fears, you get the Page of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the King of Pentacles. Yeah. It's all coming together, and the stressing out about it, that little aspect of love, how to incorporate it in your own stability.
Sure.
It's actually coming from something that is left unhealed from your past, where I feel like you had all of that. You had the stability.
Please, like, stop telling me it's unhealed about love. I'm tired of healing my love wounds.
Lost in mail or something happened to the package. It got destroyed, you know, at some point. So you're still there's still something there that needs to be worked on your part, that needs to be healed.
So tired.
You're working on a different package, a better package, a deeper package, definitely. But the older package situation kind of is still lingering in terms of it needs some TLC. Let's do the Wheel of Fortune in the potential outcome.
Calming though, right? Just to hear the voice is calming.
You know how I told you you're flying off and all of that, and it's a beautiful energy, and it's growing, and there's a possibility for you to crash here.
No.
There's always that chance to revert back to old energies. Those are always going to pull on us to come back, because they miss us. You know, we've been entertaining energies all our lives. They're going to want us back when we fly off to new energies. They're going to be like, no, you come back right now. It's kind of like what do you call it? A relapse, right? It's kind of like an addiction, and you're trying to get rid of it. It's going to come back for you. It's kind of like that.
What is happening?
Now, there's also the possibility of you recognizing this potential crash and stopping. You know, think of it.
Give me those books.
The old energies are always going to try to pull at you to take you back. Do you go back? Do you not? Because I see some resistance there. I see you like, nope, we're not crashing this one. You know? So...
Yo, I'm seriously considering to come back to the US. To New York.
There is that possibility. There's always that possibility.
Yeah? You get it?
Let's see what the universe has. Final advice. Five of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the Magician. It's fear. usually. And fear kind of crawls in a lot of the times without us even knowing that it does. And when that fear starts to grow in the background without us acknowledging it, that's what's going to cause the crash. So catch your fears. You're manifesting, and there's a little bit of fear in your manifestation. So that tells me, as you're growing and as you're taking off, that's your manifestation point. You're bringing fear with you.
Can't look at art
so
after
as much
normal.
as you've worked on it and released yourself from it, as I said, it's always going to try to come back. And a lot of the times we're not going to see it. So it's a matter of trusting the flight in the new direction. Are you gonna? Or it's kind of like, are you gonna look back and be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god? Your choice. But just so you know, there is that potential, and it is created by your own fear, which is pulling you away from trust. Let's close it off with a oracle card from the Sacred Forest Oracle. There it is. All right. Forest Temple, Enlightenment. We're taking off. Let's see.
First contact.
In temples throughout the world, initiates withdraw. Initiates? I don't understand this. Initiates withdraw from their surroundings in order to gain an expanded perception of the inner reality of life. Okay. Intuition and healing abilities emerge during these times. Light is flooding into your life now. With enlightenment, you feel the expansion from a limited
Ставим
space of
что-нибудь
self to an
терапевтическое.
awareness of the cosmos around you.
Посмотрим
The spirit
Васнецова.
of the Forest Temple says positive changes are coming. You are lightening up, taking off. Feel buoyant and free. Your connection to spirit is deepening. All beliefs about who you are and what you deserve in life are falling away, replaced by incredible new paths. That's what I got for you. And again, those old beliefs are going to try to pull you back, so just so you know. That always happens, though. So it's a matter of...
She's nice, right? She's super cute. Definitely Metaslav. The best are Metaslavs. Okay. I'm thinking. No sound though. Oh, hello. No sound. No. Let's go here. Nice. Wall. Oh yeah. Is that like London Metro? the aesthetic. Na, 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 na. I like. Got it. Так, что еще? Why battle music? Slavic tribal tactics. That's always a good idea. Look at the color here. Wow. And the wolf. Amazing. Look at these braids. These legs. Wow, right? Like dream come true. Не только Аладдин в арабских странах. Good. Обожаю такие коллажики. Moonlight. Not that many, huh? I think we're pretty much done with this video. We're like somewhere here. And there's always a Clara's book open. Okay, I'm inspired. I'm gonna go write a little note for us. You ready? Let's do a couple of pages of this to collect our thoughts. I need some Brazil in my life. Someone. Give me Brazil. Oh yeah, exactly. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is what you're gonna get in the end of the day. Exactly what you're gonna get if you're lucky. Not sure about the bag. Definitely candy of a kind. consciousness, please. I want to be held as well and hold. I feel you.
Artist from London, and I've been in space for the month of September. My practice centers a lot around people and our collective emotional experiences, whether that be joy, like sadness, anger. It's for most part has been centered around joy and the kind of communal experiences that we all kind of do together. It's a pleasure. So whether that's football, raves, I've looked a lot at like church and religion as well because I was raised Catholic, and it kind of they all will interlink within this kind of web of like working class experiences because that's what I've grown up in, and I've kind of tried to represent that authentically. Obviously, I'm only one person, so I'm never going to cater to everyone's experience, but I'm just really interested in where we all meet in the middle as opposed to where we divide. So this is my first book that I made, which was called Dream Baby, I Am My Own. And it was kind of like a collection of images over like 5 years that all kind of really centered on this collective experience. I hadn't really realised that that was what I was doing until I made this book, and I was like, oh my god, this is all so clear. What I'm interested in is people, and I'm interested in humans living together. And the insane fact that we're all alive together in this very second, which when I remember it blows my mind every single
Sketchbooks are the thing.
And yes, I kind of made this, and it was like there were like things about grants, council housing, estates for my life, and that I think is really main thing why I'm so passionate about the collective is because we're all the same, one organism that breathes together, especially in something when like COVID time, where we would all just have to kind of move with whatever was existing together, and we didn't have space to distance. Like we were basically one huge family, for good and for bad. And so this was this book, but then, and I did that at the end of my MA at St. Martin's in fashion image. So
Yeah, of course, and Martin's. They all look the same.
Practice, it draws hugely from fashion, photography, that kind of set up image and like recording of daily life. So yeah, I finished my master's at St. Martin's in December 2020, which is a really crazy time to leave education. But then got the Space Award bursary kind of thing, and I don't know, I really was not expecting to get it in the slightest, like not one bit. And I kind of had really struggled with ever being considered as an artist and being selected for anything. Like I'm not someone that's naturally picked a lot for like group shows or anything like that, and I think it's just because I sit in like a very fine kind of line of a lot of worlds, so I kind of understand why. But so I'd really struggled with knowing in myself I was an artist, and applied and then got it. And then I think for me, and I've said in all the feedback and everything, and when I've told people about it, that for me the biggest thing is that it confirmed that I could be an artist, like regardless of money, which made me able to like make that book and then be able to like expend it first and then try and get money back and whatever. But yeah, I think the biggest thing for me was the confidence that I I could be labeled that. And then like having this space has just allowed me to be like, okay, what is it I want to do? The money just allowed me to have a permanent, like studio space out of this, shared with friends in Hoxton, which I had no idea when I left the MA how I was going to get any kind of money, because I'd only ever started being paid creatively in like September 2020. So suddenly 3 months later, I was like, great. And it's also allowed me to buy one too many Afro spritzes, if I'm honest.
Good. This is nice, right? Sign in to listen to myself. Here we go. Kind of work you're gonna be doing in Central St. Martin's. Okay, are we ready to write? I'm just completely postponing this experience for us, hoping that I'll be out of memory before. dog plus human. No, please don't. Make a cat plus human, maybe. Gosh, I really dislike dogs. I just really dislike dogs. It's becoming stronger and stronger with time. I pretended before to like, or whatever, be neutral, but honestly, there's nothing neutral about me and dogs. I dislike dogs. I don't care about dogs. I think dogs are stupid, and everyone who owns the dogs are stupid. Annoying. Like, if you like dogs, you're not part of my crew. Completely useless. Okay, it's time. Let me show you. Ну, правильно. Ну его. I feel love. to retweet them. A regenerative ecosystem for creative value coordination, okay? Zug. A hometown. Of this website. Well, first of all, we're gonna add the cover to align. Make sure that we agree on the aesthetics. I feel love. I feel love. I feel love. Ready? Always write it with two L's somehow. Oh no, Discord sounds. Please don't. come heart space? But it's heart space together. Yeah. 16 years living in English speaking countries and still not quite sure where to use the. I'm tired. Let's go. Do we like? I think it's cute. You like? I like.